Alright. Hey everyone. Who will probably show up later. I'm streaming. Sorta. No game today, but plenty of other things. Like the draws and the music. That's good enough, right? Well, it better be. Because that's what you're getting. You know, I've been looking at this this drawing of Link for a while, and I only just now realized what the problem I have with it is. Because I keep looking at it, thinking to myself, there's something wrong with this drawing. Like, over and over again, I thought to myself, there's something wrong here. Like, I've been trying to work out the anatomy for this for days, and I just now, right now, during the stream, realized what it was. The shoulders are too narrow. Like, the shoulders have to be wider, a little bit broader. Sorry, broader is the term. So it already looks better. But like, a lot. This has been bothering me for literally days, and I just now realized what it was. See, sometimes to make your art good, you gotta take a break from it and come back to it later. Also, this arm is too skinny. That'll have to work. Alright. Hey Grace Hammond, welcome to the stream. And Kane! Hi Paul, just finished some fanfiction recordings. Now I get some time to relax, plus trying to change your voice on the fly is rough. I don't get how you guys do it in abridging. It's usually not on the fly. Sometimes I take a few days to record. I record some characters one day and then another bunch of characters another day. It's sometimes how it works for me. But yeah. Anyways, welcome to the stream. I decided I wasn't gonna game today because... stressed. I was really stressed at work today. This is my comfort activity. Anyways, I suppose I should probably explain what I'm doing, huh? Hi, Can't Show Me Rocks, welcome to the stream. For those of you who remember, or don't remember, I don't know why I would explain this to people who do remember, but for those of you who don't remember, on what happened last game stream, that wasn't such a big deal to me as much as today's blah, and I don't really want to go into it, so just bleh. But anyways, for those of you who don't remember, at the beginning of the year, I made a, what's it called, New Year's resolution, or a year's resolution. I was going to make at least one drawing per month this year. I'm behind on that this month. This is the drawing. I have 4 days left. Today, Tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday left to finish this. For the month of April. I decided to go with a Breath of the Wild or Breath of the Wild 2 thing, and I decided to do like a... sort of like a movie poster idea for Breath of the Wild 2. You got Link doing his little edgelord hand clasp thing here. You can see him clasp in one hand. It's the hand that was cut off? I'm not really sure what happened to it. We'll find out when the game comes out. Then you got... it's a very, you know, not really a sketch. It's just to put the idea down for me. Got Ganondorf's head over here. He's going to be looking down at Link here. It's going to be the mummified Ganon. And then you got Zelda. She's kind of turned away a bit. Again, you can't really tell what you're looking at. I can tell what I'm looking at. I don't know if anyone else can. Oh, nothing happened to your dad? My dad's fine. He's talking about my job. You were so sad, Kane. It was disappointing that we lost, but I was honestly, at that point, surprised we got as close as we did. Like, I'm still kind of happy about that, so... I went away with a bittersweet feeling, so... I'll take it. Better than just feeling frustrated. And if it's only a sketch or just line art, it should be okay. Yeah, but that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for finished, full-colored pictures. At least one every single month. So I got all that to do in 4 days. We'll see if I can do it. Because you wanted to make a comic and show it to him? Ah. Right. Yeah, nothing's happened to my dad. I do still want to, you know, get my story comic and everything going and share it with him. Because, again, he got me into fantasy, sci-fi, mythology, all that stuff. And a lot of that is a big inspiration for my imagination and stories I come up with for myself when I'm just lost for something to think about. Like if I'm bored at work or something, and I just imagine a story in my head. Doesn't have to go anywhere, it's just fun to do. Like, I come up with a lot of stories. But this one that I hope to finish and make is one I do want to share with him, even if it's just like a silly, goofy, anime-inspired BS. Bunch of BS. But I still want to share it with him, so... He's fine for right now, but I'm trying to get myself to draw more. Hi, Purple Martin. Welcome to the stream. What happened at your job? Stress happened. A lot of it. I'm not going to go into the details, but I just... Basically, there was going to be a meeting at the end of the day that I was going to go to, and I'm like, I can't stand being here for another second. I'm either about to scream or cry, and I don't want to be here when that happens, so I'm going to leave. Just really stressful day. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. I mean, when you get to the last fight in a Nuzlocke, it's do or die, right? Yep, that's true. Especially when you're going up against Cynthia. Especially when the game gave you a false sense of security by making it seem like, oh, this game is really easy throughout the entire thing. And then at the ending, it just hits you with, nope, everything is just the most difficult thing ever, just out of nowhere. It's like, fuck you. What the fuck is this? I am glad I got as close as I did, though, so... It's good enough. Yeah, I said that right before you said you were trying to do a full colored pictures. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it was just, like, sketching things out, I'd probably already have, like, several things done already. But I wanted to make it like, no, I need to push myself a little bit. I want to try pushing myself to be a little better than just the bare minimum. So... I'm pushing myself to, to do full color and just try to do my best with it. Even if it doesn't look great at the end, I still want to, you know, do everything I can to, you know, make a complete drawing. Ow. Anyway. Let's see. Why does it seem like that one is... Huh. Well, anyway. What's this? Oh, that's just the... Okay, I think I can combine all these layers now. I don't think I'm going to be adding or subtracting anymore to the link design. Oh, and yeah, this was my original idea, to just have Link covering his hand with his, or his face with his hand. But I decided I kind of like this pose a little better, where you could see his full face. Took me forever to get that face correct, by the way. Like, apparently I am not good at faces, which I already knew that, but it still hurts to realize. Still hurts to say out loud. Anyway. Kono Dioda. Pretty much. So what are your thoughts on Xenoblade? Which one? I've played a little bit of the first one. I think halfway through the second? I'm not sure how far I've gotten through that, actually. They're okay. Honestly, they're not my favorite games, if I'm gonna be honest. I actually think they're kind of boring gameplay-wise. Stories are nice, but you have to get through all that gameplay, and I really don't care for the gameplay very much, but that's just me. I know there's a lot of people who love it. That games wouldn't be as popular as they are if people didn't love them. They just don't mesh with me as well. The original idea was the Gladian pose. I did look at Gladian's pose when I was planning this out, but didn't quite do it for me. Ah, sad grandma. That's the music. Alright, let's see if I can make a picture of Ganondorf here. Isn't it pronounced Gladion? I don't know. I always pronounced it Gladian. It's whatever. Somebody so art. Oh, hi, Anna. How's it going? I feel like it's been a bit since seeing you. I don't know why. So it's not Xenoblade or Klonoa. Is there any game coming out in July you're looking forward to, like Digimon Survive or Live a Live? What are the games coming out in July? Triangle Strategy already came out recently. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm still debating if I should. Again, I don't have a ton of money. Just because I've been busy AF. Oh, that's fair. That do happen. Started playing Monster Rancher on the Switch. Can't believe I missed out on this as a kid. I still have never tried out Monster Rancher. I watched the show as a kid. I never played the game though. Let me see here. Oh, people have been commenting here. Blah, blah, blah. I was too young and I never had any PlayStations till I was 16. I didn't have a PlayStation till I was 19? So I think 19 or just before I turned 19 I got a PlayStation. The disc reading thing to summon monsters always seems so cool. Ah, neat. Also, fairly recently rewatched / read Inuyasha. That also happened on the side of me being busy. Ah. Yeah, Inuyasha's a long series. That'll tie up your time. So is Friday stream also going to be an art stream or more of a game stream? I do not know at this moment. I have not planned that far ahead. We'll see how my day goes. Long but good series. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it as a kid. Okay, I may have messed up in deciding to draw Ganondorf because holy shit. I do not know enough about skeletal anatomy to be able to do this. So apparently a sequel focused on the daughters of the two major characters. Yeah, I saw a few episodes of that. It's an interesting idea. But it honestly just felt like a nostalgia grab rather than its own thing to me. But then again, that's me. I didn't watch into it long enough to really get a proper feel for it. Hey, neighbor. Welcome to the stream. This is indeed long, and it's technically not even done, seeing how we now have Yashahime. Yeah. Didn't know about it until this year. I think it came out this year, didn't it? I mean, it's a dry mummy face. Yeah, it is. Think you can make them look good if you have a pic of them on hand? I do. Problem is, I'm looking at one that's upside down. Came out 2020? It came out in 2020? Huh. Well. Time goes by so fast nowadays, I can't keep up with it. Stuff that came out in 2019 feels like it came out just a few weeks ago. So. I'm too old. Time's going by too quickly for me. Paul, you can make upside down images not upside down, I am aware. But I don't think that's going to help me much here. Anyone here watched My Life as a Teenage Robot? Years ago. I've been getting recommended clips of it. Yeah, so have I. Not sure why, but that's been on the rise lately, it seems. Everyone's been getting recommended clips of my life as a teenage robot. I think somebody at YouTube is wanting to restart the hype, or is possibly looking for a whole new remake, because everything's being remade now. If they make it live action too, I'm gonna be pissed. Everything's live action now, don't you know that? Live action with an egregious amount of animation in that live action. Because apparently fully animated stuff can't get awards. Sorry, I'm not opening up that can of worms again. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that franchise getting a reboot/sequel. Still so pissed at how the Oscars treated animation. Yeah, especially since that's what kept everything going. But yeah, again. Old wounds, no need to reopen them. They mean nothing. They really do. Also, hi, Nevitz Gilbert. Welcome to the stream. Like, I really like when Trey Parker and Matt Stone when they were nominated, showed up in dresses. I'd probably show up dressed as a clown or something. I hope it. Gosh, they won't let me in. What are you drawing? It's sort of like, One sec. It's sort of like a Breath of the Wild 2 poster. Not really a poster, but based off of like movie posters and whatnot. You know, where you have the main character in the center, the villain is a big head off to the side, and one of the characters is in the background, either looking back or looking away. It's inspired off of that kind of movie poster. We got the main villain, Ganondorf, looking down on Link here, who's facing the audience, and then Zelda will be facing away. We'll just see behind her here. Can't really see the quick sketch I made just to get an idea of where I want her or whatever. But there it is. There's also the Master Sword. Probably gonna have to move it up a little bit so it's not jabbing Link right in the head, but it's supposed to show the broken Master Sword too, so you know, all the important parts of what we know of the Breath of the Wild 2 so far. Box art might be a better word. That fits, I suppose. Box art based off of movie posters. It's Link a dehydrated Ganon. I think box art might be a better word. Just dehydrated Ganon. What next? Peeled Cass. Well, everyone's hoping for that Ganondorf, as the game goes on, becomes rehydrated Ganon and becomes super sexy. Like, I have seen so much fan art of that. That I'm honestly kind of hoping that's the direction they go, because I would like to see what he would look like that, but, or what the Nintendo's design for him would be like that, but I have a feeling they're not gonna actually do that, which, disappointing, but expected. I'd be surprised if they did. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised nonetheless. I mean, yeah, looking at this, Nintendo, why haven't you tried another Zelda animated show? I know the 80s show was corny and hacky, but it won't hurt to try again. I heard a rumor, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard a rumor that the people at Nintendo basically said one of the reasons they don't make a movie or TV show is that it's meant to be, Legend of Zelda is meant to be played, not just watched. But I don't know, they're making one for Mario, and I feel like that had even less of a story and was more focused on gameplay than Legend of Zelda was, so I don't know. Maybe they just don't trust people to make a good adaptation of Legend of Zelda, which is fair, honestly. Would be funny if Nintendo made Ganondorf sexy. Yeah, it would be. It would definitely be a turn, but I don't know. It'd be something different. Ganondorf, yep. Listening to the guy talk about fake psychic and faith healers, and when they mentioned Peter Popoff, I remember the Djibouti Dubs parody I watched. Huh. I don't know what any of that is. I mean, I think both Fire Emblem and Zelda could be great shows or movie if handled by the right people. I feel like Fire Emblem would need a series because there's so many characters in every Fire Emblem game. There's no way they'd be able to do it with just a handful of characters in a single movie. I think the Mario movie will be an experiment. If it does well, we might get more Nintendo movies. Yeah, but they also have... Who was it? Chris Pratt voicing Mario? I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. I'm not good at celebrity names, but the guy they have voicing Mario, I'm like, really? Like, they got a bunch of celebrities to voice the entire cast, and I'm like, I feel like that's a mistake. I feel like that's very much a mistake. Also, it's Illumination, I think, that's doing it, who... Their biggest claim to fame is Despicable Me. So, I'm not that hopeful on the movie. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Would be opposed to a Legend of Zelda live action movie so long as it has its own plot and was in the hands of people who knew what the fuck they were doing. It won't be. I mean, the Mario movie, I'm just interested in how big of a train wreck it could be because how meme it already is. Yeah, Chris Pratt, super meme. Djibouti Dubs is a YouTube channel that dubs over various TV shows and commercials. Ah. Neat. I mean, Jack Black is probably the only one who I think is going to be legendarily good. The rest, ironic, probably. Probably. Jack Black's playing Bowser, right? I can't wait to see that. I expect at least one minion to show up in the Mario movie. They're probably going to stick him in the background somewhere. Probably as a toy on a shelf at a store or something. I mean, the first two Despicable Me movies were really good. The first one was really good. I personally didn't care much for the second one. And the third one, I saw some clips. Meh. I mean, the second one had its moments. Like, I loved the supposed death of the main villain the first time around. When he was, you know, faking his own death. And apparently this is how he went out. And it's like, that's so ridiculous. It's hilarious. The rest of it was just kind of okay. Not really anything I felt worth paying much attention to. Is this still Legend of Zelda music? It is. Okay. What song was that? Farewell, Hyrule King. Huh. Alright. Sometimes I have to go back and check on this, because, sometimes it'll skip to the next video before I know it. I like Despicable Me 1 and kind of like 2, but the rest of their lineup ain't great. The best after that ranges from okay to bad. Yeah. Like the first movie, never watched the others. I just wish Minions didn't exist. They're everywhere. Yeah. They were really funny in the first film, then they weren't. Don't watch the Minions movie. I've seen the Minions movie. Don't. For anyone who hasn't seen the Minions movie, don't watch it. Minions are fine in small doses. Agreed. Problem is, they're no longer allowed to be in small doses. Yeah, unfortunately, Illumination didn't get the memo. Yeah, you already got that. Ignore me. I need to finish reading people's comments before commenting on them. Yeah, the Minions are fine in the first movie. Even in the second, they ain't bad. But in the Minions movie, in the third, they are awful. Heck, the third movie, only good part is Trey Parker as the villain. I've seen a clip of the villain from that movie. I considered watching it simply because of that, but then I'm like, no. No, thanks. Apparently Illumination is going to make a Shrek movie? How? Why would DreamWorks allow this? Heard they were trying to get DreamWorks to make a new Shrek. Why? After the first and second one, that was it. The rest of the movies were crap. I mean, I know some people like the fourth one, but it's done. We don't need it anymore. Pretty sure the fourth one is literally called The Final Chapter. A lot of people compare the Minions to rabbits from Rayman, but I at least think the rabbits are more entertaining because they're more psychotic and insane. Yeah. I'd agree. I don't know much about the rabbits, honestly, but from what I've seen of them, they seem fun. Rabbids was also fun on its own. Again, Rayman and Rabbids I've never really played much of, or any of, actually. Most we need is that new Puss in Boots movie. New? Didn't that come out a few years ago? I just like crazy destructive characters like the Rabbids and Taz. Fair. So what do you think of my Ganondorf so far? This is basically how I do my base sketches. I scribble it until it starts looking the right way, and then I do line art afterward. The more scribbles, the more power. Actually, I don't do line art right away. I do another scribble on top of this. Then if it looks like I need to do one more, I do another one. Do a few layers. Then the last layer, then I line art that. No, they announced a sequel to the Puss in Boots movie. Really? Huh. Alright. Also better to end strong since Shrek 4 is a strong end after Shrek 3 kind of ruined Shrek, and Shrek 5 would probably just not be good. Yeah, that's what I say. Let it end. Looks really good, thank you. Yeah, but when is DreamWorks going to make a sequel to a movie that needs it, aka Megamind? Megamind didn't do good enough for them to make a sequel, even though everyone says it's absolutely amazing. The initial sales disagree because it came out around the same time as Despicable Me, and everyone wanted to go see Despicable Me because it was a great, amazing family film, even though Megamind was... I don't know if better is the word, but definitely really good. Better than you would have thought. Megamind is getting a TV show? I didn't hear about that. I mean, that's good. Getting something has grown a cult following, so they are doing something with it. That's good. I'm happy when good things get recognition. Might have to take a little creative liberties with this headpiece because it's a little... It's hard to see in the video clips, and everyone seems to have their own interpretation of what it looks like. So, yeah, and it looks like it's a bit much. So I'm probably just gonna take some artistic liberties with it. Have any of you heard about the How Do You Train Your Dragon TV series set in modern times? I have. It sounds bad. I heard a person who's actually a big... I watched a video of someone who's a big How to Train Your Dragon fan. They absolutely hated it. And I have a friend who I think took a look into it and said that they hated it. She's in chat right now. She's asking if I'm having a bad day. I was. Still feel a little bleh, but I'm doing better. Just was really stressed out today. Work was rough. So, anyway. I heard of it, seems like an interesting idea, but I heard nothing but bad things, so I'm not likely to check it out anytime soon. Same. It's fine, you're allowed, you don't work for Nintendo. Are you talking about Altaori? The fuck? Is that the name of the How to Train Your Dragon thing? I did look into it and hated it. We have Ivy's seal of approval. Do not watch. Excuse me. Yeah. Fun fact, Ivy. Something about this picture was bugging me for the longest time, and during the start of this stream, I realized I needed Link's shoulders to be wider. I had them far too narrow. Looks a lot better now. Might need to be a little bit wider yet, but for right now, I'm happy with it. I'll fix it later if I have to. I was asking if it was the YouTuber you were talking about. I don't remember. I just know that she drew her own versions of the dragon characters. So if that's the one you're talking about, then yes. But yeah, she drew her own versions, and every once in a while during the video, a very tired editor version of her popped in and was like, "Hey guys, so I wanted to elaborate a little on these thoughts that I had in the video." So it was a good video. I liked it. I like it when people do stuff like that. It's fun. Here's a pro tip for you guys. There's a good How to Train Your Dragon series on Netflix. I mean, it was also on television, I think, so yeah. It does look good. Very ambitious and dynamic. Thank you. I got two songs left on this video before it's done. What's the next one on this list? Where is it? There it is. The next one is... Oh, that's just all the Breath of the Wild cutscenes. Yeah, you're not going to get much out of that. Just listening to that, so... There's the Zelda music to relax, study, /work, /game to, so we'll probably listen to those. Okay, let's get back to the Ganny here. Let's go, Ganny! Show old Ganny what you got, boys. I don't know why I'm talking this way. I don't know why I'm like this. Played the Ants theme. There's a theme for that? By the way, I heard that Game Freak now offers their employees 3 days of free time per week. I may have been harsh on them before, but that's admirable of them. Yeah, that's good. It is good that in the gaming industry, things are getting better for game devs, because it's been abusive. It's been abusive a lot. So it's good to hear when stuff is going right. I mean, Ganondorf looks like he might have that voice considering how old and withered he looks. Welcome, children. Would you like some cookies with your death? And once again, Scarlet/Violet actually looks really good. Yeah, I'm hoping it looks continues to look better. I haven't seen anything about it since the trailer, but we'll see. Come with you to a world of pure imagination. Go to hell, Willy Wonka. This is my destination. That's a Xana reference. And Ivy just lols. That's another thing. Since Breath of the Wild games have voice acting, I wonder what Ganon will sound like. Probably some deep-voiced, with like a hollow-sounding filter added to it to make him sound ominous and evil. You know, like every villain in video games nowadays. I mean, I don't hate it, but... Oh, we're getting to about the end here. Still hoping for rehydrated Ganon. We were talking about that earlier. A lot of people hoping for a rehydrated Ganon. People to hope he's hot, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. If I was to guess, I'd say they're not gonna do that, but I hope they do, because just fighting a crippled old mummy man at the end of the game sounds boring. But then again, we did fight just a giant pig that didn't really do anything while we killed it, so I won't put it past Nintendo to just have, Mummy Man, that's all you need to fight right there. No additional anything to that. It's like, okay. That's what I expect, but I hope for more. We'll see what I get. And before Ganon sounds like SpongeBob laughing everything. Ha! Or worse, like Pinkie Pie, like what I did with Demise. Wait, give me a minute. I'm going to see if I can prove you wrong on top of my head, but... but we will see. Alright, well... I'd be happy for you to prove me wrong, Nevitz Gilbert. Fighting old decrepit mummy man. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Accurate. Alright. And that is the end of that video. Oh. Actually, this is probably going to get copyrighted to hell, so... What about this one? I think this will work. You guys can't see it, but this video has a sort of like a ink painting brush drawing in color of Wolf, Link, and Midna. It's really cute. If you guys want to look it up, relaxing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess music by Delice Musical. So if you guys want to take a look at that picture, there you go. There's what you need to Google. Ganon. I love the young people. I don't want to be a burden. I'm sure someone would do that if video game abridging was still around outside of Tauberpa. Probably. It really threw people for a loop when I did it. Only games I think of, the characters aren't really villain per se. They are more morally gray, so you might just win this round. Again, if you want an intimidating bad guy, it's gonna be a deep voice. And if it's an undead-ish character, it's gonna have like a hollow filter to it. And need to play the best song in Twilight Princess Midna's Lament. I think that's what this is, isn't it? No? According to this, it's Fishing Hole. Next one is, what is this? Queen Rutella's theme. Prince Raulis. Sacred Grove. Ordon Ranch. Ordon Village. The Other Side. We got friends there. Snow Peak. Lake Hylia. Midna's Lament. It's on here. Ilia's theme. Another Fishing Hole. Twilight Princess Remix. Zelda's Lament. Interesting. You know, I know it's a long shot, but I'd love to see Saria and Kokiri and the Kokiri around in a Zelda game again. We got the Koroks for that. We don't need children. Now we have wood children. With their wood to show everyone. You know what'd be funny if Ganon sounded like Shrek? That'd be kind of goofy, yeah. They're supposed to be immortal until killed, so let's see them again. Well, I heard that the Kokiri turned into the Koroks, though. Like, I thought that was the whole thing in Wind Waker. After the world flooded, the Kokiri transformed into the Koroks. One sec, guys. I'll be right back. I need to go get some water. I'm feeling a bit dehydrated. Not quite like Ganon, but getting there. I'm back. I got water. They became wood. They did. They did in Wind Waker. Why are they like that in Breath of the Wild? Because Breath of the Wild is where all the Zelda games converge. Like, no matter what timeline you're going by or whatever, Breath of the Wild is where they all convolute into one great mass. This is fact. This is Breath of the Wild facts. Yeah, and the Zoro turned into the Rito, but that got retconned in Breath of the Wild. Yeah? Some of them probably remained fish. That's why we still have monkeys today! The radio just started playing Smash Mouth. You guys manifested Shrek over here. Shrek is more powerful than I thought. I could have sworn he was weakened after the great memeing of 2012. Did we have a lot of memes in 2012? Not as much as today, I know. I don't know if they were quite known as memes yet at the time. Maybe they were. I don't know, it's been so long. Anyways, let's get back to this, this headpiece here. Let's see. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. The Zora evolving into Rito never made sense to me. Shouldn't the Zora thrive in the Wind Waker timeline? That's part of the joke that a lot of people have about that, so yeah. Cursed water was the explanation. The waters of Wind Waker were apparently super cursed. Huh. Still dumb. I mean, if the fish who help you all the time swim in it, then why can't the Zoras? Breath of the Wild is where the timelines converge. Thanks, Hyrule Warriors. I don't know if it's because of Hyrule Warriors, really. But, I know that's what I heard in, one of the streams on OSP. Overly Sarcastic Production. They're talking about how basically what you need to know is Skyward Sword is the first Zelda game, and Breath of the Wild is where all the rest of them end up. So, which I like that explanation. God bless fish versus normal sentient fish, I guess? Oh. Who knows? Maybe it's just weird Zelda stuff like in every Zelda game. You have to remember, the guy who came up with Legend of Zelda is the same guy who came up with a plumber who eats mushrooms and goes saves a princess from a giant turtle. So I don't think normalcy is really what you should be expecting from the series. There's a theory that timelines converge because of the time-space shenanigans in Hyrule Warriors. I don't care. I no longer concern myself with the timeline theories from Legend of Zelda. It's just a headache that's waiting to happen. Where do those frog gods from the Wind Waker fit into Zelda God Pantheon? There's a lot of gods in Legend of Zelda. It's not just the 3 goddesses. There's, like, gods everywhere. It's based kind of on, Japanese mythology, where there's literally gods everywhere, and there's gods for all kinds of things. Alright. I really like how this turned out. Feels like it took a heck of a long time, but I like how our Gandy boy here turned out. I'll probably work on him a little bit more later. Like, these bits of hair I'll probably alter a little bit to look a little more fitting into the rest of his glorious locks. His luscious mummy locks. Gives us all a reason to make fun of Hyrule Warriors more. Very detailed, much good. Thank you. It's always nice when I draw something and I'm actually happy with how it turned out. Which happens usually when I can sit down and focus on something, but that's become more and more difficult for me, it seems. Now it's Zelda's turn. I don't think I really need to work on the face too much since we're going to be seeing the back of her head. Not really much of a need to detail the face too much when it's the back of the head that's gonna be the focus here. So let me see if I got the Zelda Pantheon correctly. Correct. Then we got 2 wind gods, a goddess of power, a goddess of wisdom, a goddess of courage. Well, those 3 are like the gods of creation. They're the ones that made everything. It's Hylia, who is a god of time. Hylia's the god of time? I guess that could be right. I kind of thought she was just like the patron goddess of all Hylians. Oh. Majora might be a god. I think Majora is like a god of destruction. There's also Fierce Deity, which is not really explained. There's also the Goddess of Sands, that you go through her temple in Ocarina of Time. Let's see, what others have I come across? The Great Deku Tree is technically a god. Lord Jabu Jabu is god-ish. There's a lot. Pretty much they make a god whatever fits the situation. Hylia is in a god of time. She was the god over the other gods placed in charge by the golden goddesses. Ah. So she was the goddess elect. The prime minister god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is. Let me look it up real quick. Don't remember where I heard that. Ah. You know, if there's one Zelda character I miss, it's the little witch from Oracle Seasons. Oh, you mean, what's her name? Maple? Didn't she make an appearance in, Link Between Worlds? Wasn't that her? That she'd fly around a broom on to fast travel everywhere? When Princess Link doesn't become a wolf in the Twilight Zones, he effectively becomes a wolfos. I mean, they all call him a wolf, so... Eh. Are Majora's Mask friends gods? Guess they could count as that too. Okay, so the whole Hylia being a time god is only a fan theory, apparently. Stupid fan theories. They always interrupt with the actual lore. I haven't played Link Between Worlds, even though I own it. Really? It's a kind of fun game. I can't say that the story's all that interesting. Like, I didn't care much for the story. But, the gameplay's a lot of fun. I'm not good at doing this. Sometimes fan theories can make more sense than the canon reasons. Sometimes. Played Link Between Worlds, got to the last temple and never finished it. Don't know why. Huh, really? I was just upset that the skeleton warrior in Twilight Princess turned out to actually be Ocarina of Time Link. Yeah, I'm not so much upset about it because it turned out to be Ocarina of Time Link. I'm more upset about it because I was more upset at the idea that, oh, it's because it's Link's dad. And I'm like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Oh, but he calls him son. It's like a lot of masters say that to their proteges. That doesn't mean that they're biologically related. Like, it's kind of like an Avatar: The Last Airbender thing where your past lives are interacting with you. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. I like that. But where it's like, oh, well, it's because all the Links are related to each other through bloodline. No, that's only with Zelda. Link reincarnates each time. He's not related to previous Links. He is those previous Links. It's the same soul having a different life in a different body. It's not hereditary. Anyway. Probably going to join it when I play, but nothing will top Spirit Tracks for me. Yeah, that's fair. It's a random favorite Zelda game, but to each their own, I guess. I mean, each Hyrule Historia says it is theorized. It's not confirmed, per se. That's true. He calls him son? When? I don't remember that. When you learn every single technique and, after you learn the last one, he refers to you as son. But it's more like in a master-teacher sort of way. I know, because that's what happened when I did my first playthrough of the game. I realized that I didn't need to learn all the techniques because, other than the first one, you never really use the others. I mean, sometimes you'll use them, but you don't need them. It doesn't really make the game harder or easier, so. The reason for the son thing with masters/apprentices is a result of private teachings being so important in medieval practices. Yep. For specific job fields, getting an apprentice was basically getting a son or daughter. More or less, yeah. Maybe it's a mistranslation, kind of like your uncle's last words and A Link to the Past. Oh, you mean the Zelda is your? Which, doesn't make any sense. Zelda's my what? Zelda's my what? What is she? I mean, that's like when an older person calls you kid and you take it literally. I mean, I act like a kid, but my body would disagree with that settlement. Yeah? I get it. How long is this video with songs? We got about 20 minutes left. Maybe it's a mistress. Okay, I already read that. I remember a Zelda 4 Swords parody where they added the uncle scene and Red Link says, "If he now says she's our sister, I'll kill him." I mean, I wouldn't hate a Zelda game where Zelda is your sibling or something, but I know a lot of shippers would get so pissed about that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it would be weird taking the, like, normal love interest character and then making it your sibling. It's like, no. No, that sounds like it's asking for trouble. Sounds like someone's putting in a very disturbed fetish into the game and none of us want it. So. Or story or whatever. Doesn't have to be a game. Anything can have a weird sibling character added to it. No incest plots, please. Yes, please. Thank you. Link could use some family since he only really has in grandma and sister from Wind Waker, the uncle, the mom who died in Ocarina, and a dad who is only mentioned in Breath of the Wild. I mean, he's got relatives. They're just not always important. Just give Link some other very obvious designated love interest and it should be fine. It won't be. You underestimate the fan base. It absolutely won't be. Fan base just be like, you underestimate my power. Or was Ilya basically a O-virus love interest? Errol should also become a recurring reincarnated character. I mean, they have plenty. Wouldn't hurt to add her as one. I don't, but it's not like they don't accept other love interests. Obvious. What is up with you, phone? Midna, Marin. Imagine Arrow with a Triforce of Power. I mean, that wouldn't make sense, but okay. Ilya was a horrible love interest, so... Exactly! Wow, evil Arrow is scary. Also, same game as Midna, so instantly lost. Ilya is a horse thief, masquerading as a love interest. Is that a reference? I don't even have much stock in this shipping, but Malin from Ocarina was better love interest than Ilya. Yeah? This coming from me, I don't even ete her as much as a lot of Zelda fans seem to. Ilya, I sense a disturbance in the past. She stole your car. Nice. Gonna play Breath of the Wild, name it Ilya and kill it. Oh, a horse? Yeah. Beetle has basically been reincarnated. That's because Beetle is amazing. Oh! I like Beetle. He's fun. Whoops. Wrong layer. There's also Tingle. True. There is also Tingle. Romani and especially her sister were the best love interests. Remember the reward you get from protecting your sister? Yeah, you got a hug. Beetle is in my top 10 merchants in all of gaming, so he has to love him in Skyward Sword, where if you don't buy anything, he dumps you. Smell beetles on you, Link. You want to hook a guy up? Nice. It'd be interesting to see Marin and Errol talk. That'd be neat. Girl who became a seagull talked to the girl loved by seagull. She became a seagull? I thought she just stopped existing. Because tragedy. Aaron had a line about wanting to become a seagull in the game, and you see a seagull as her song plays at the very end. I guess that counts. I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, but alright. Whatever makes you happy. Fun fact, seagulls are awful hill spawn. I mean, they're seagulls. We even have them around here, and we're nowhere near the sea. Implied that with waking of the dreamfish, her wish came true. At the end of, I'm blanking on the name, at the end of the HD version, they have a cutscene that kind of implies Marn became a gull. Link's Awakening. For the old version of that ending, where instead of becoming a seagull, she just grows wings. What? I never heard of that one, or saw any pictures of that one, but okay. All right. Ugh. But yeah, that's at least some implications that Marn imagines to live / become a seagull. Part of why I think her talking with Arrow could be cute / interesting. That's an interesting theory. I kind of like it. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing out of Legend of Zelda. No, it would not. Like Linebeck suddenly being in the same world Link is after the end of Phantom Hourglass. It's like, wait a minute. What? How'd that happen? Yeah, but only in the good ending from what I understand. Ah. I mean, of course it ain't the weirdest thing in Zelda, since Tingle exists after all. He simply exists and even got his own spin-off somehow. Growing Winds ending is only in the old Game Boy version, not the Game Boy Color or Switch versions. Ah. I'll have to look that up. Anyways, what do you guys think so far? Tingle isn't weird. He exists in his own damn category. Yeah. Looks awesome. Very good, Paul. Have a cookie. Thanks. Better than anything I could ever manage. It takes a lot of practice and a lot. It takes a lot. Looks nice. In due time, I may see if I prefer this over the actual box art they go with. We'll see. Probably the box art will be better. Epic as always. No, thank you. Oh, went straight into Skyward Sword music. Didn't even realize. This is an interesting picture. Zelda has blue hair. Alright, whatever. Sorry, I was just looking at the picture on the video. Alright. Now it's time for the sword. Okay, everybody has their own layer so far, so the sword gets its own layer too. I think, though, I should move everyone down a bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. All right. Zelda has blue hair. I don't remember that from the game. It's the picture from that I'm looking at here. I think someone took some artistic liberties. Go away, Norton. Zelda is anime protagonist confirmed. No, she'd have black hair if she was the protagonist. Or brown. You get a layer, and you get a layer. Everybody gets as many layers and onions and ogres. Ah. Skyward Sword, maybe Skyward music, maybe Skyward version of Zelda Lullaby. That is my favorite version of that song. Didn't we just listen to that? Let's cross that over with the Sonic conversations we had a week ago. That will be fun. What? Oh, I got a meet single moms dating site ad on YouTube, and I think that's very funny. Oh my gosh. Each day I think more and more that I need to get myself an ad blocker. Maybe, I don't know, this clearly ain't the official version. This has to be a cover, because I'm pretty sure this is Ballad of the Goddess, but it's not exactly the same thing. Well, I mean, it's not the official music, it's someone playing a piano. I'm trying to avoid the whole copyright situation. Not doing a great job of it, but I'm trying. I don't care as long as it's not just uploaded alone, but probably best to be safe than sorry, though. I must say, Nintendo, if you're going to do that, make it available to buy. Yeah. Be willing to sell some money for some soundtracks. Yeah. I mean, I think they have some soundtracks available to buy. I'm not certain, though. All I know is I got the orchestral versions from the Skyward Sword version I bought. It came with a CD that had orchestral versions of a lot of songs, and I listened to that in the car a lot. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy listening to those. You gotta be on theme while avoiding copyright. Yeah. Can't quite get a good close-up of the Master Sword. Ah, here we go. That's a little better. Got the same CD, listened to it a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah, it's really nice. Seeing the Master Sword, I'm reminded of how much I've hated what they did with it in Breath of the Wild. Wasn't the best, honestly. Wasn't the worst either, but not the best. Why? Because it can break? I'm pretty sure only British people complain about that. Seriously, everyone I saw complain about weapon durability in Breath of the Wild was British. Maybe just me, I don't know. I mean, I've heard pretty much everyone complain about the weapon durability. I liked that it made me use various different kinds of weapons, but yeah, it did kind of suck when you had a really cool weapon, but you weren't able to use it because it would just break against a small bunch of bokoblins. Like, you wouldn't even kill off all the bokoblins with it. It would break before you got done. It's like, really? Ugh. The weapon durability was a nice way to shake things up. I do, again, I liked that much of it, but when you got good weapons and they broke right away against weak enemies, it kind of took the fun away out of it. Just memorized where the good swords were. So did I. It still didn't help. Weapon durability in general was fine, but the Master Sword was too weak, the durability too low, and not nearly endgame enough. Yeah. Looks like Link is being stabbed. I'm just working on the sword itself. The placement isn't quite as important right now. I'm just trying to get the design down. And I have that there because that's where the sword is broken. Well, roughly. I think the Master Sword should have been the most powerful weapon. I started favoring Lionel weapons because they were the best weapons. Plus I needed Lionel bits to upgrade the armors. Yeah. I mean, yeah, odd it's not even the most powerful one-handed weapon at max charge. That's the Lionel sword. Yeah. It's a little disappointing. Not that one. There we go. Actually. Looks a little better faded. There we go. Oh, what do you guys think so far? Again, this is just like a rough sketch version. I'm gonna be doing another sketch over this that's a little cleaner, and then probably some line art afterward. I gotta do this in 4 days. All that, and then the coloring. And then the lighting, and the various layers of coloring, and ooey. Well, we'll see what I can do before May. Also hate that the Master Sword seems broken in two. I mean, I'd love to find out why that is. Seems like it would be an interesting story point, which Breath of the Wild was lacking terribly, so... I love the idea that it's broken. I just hope that it's, you know... There's a story to it. Because there was no story reason or anything in... at least not that I can recall in Breath of the Wild as to why the Master Sword was breaking in that one. Well, it lost its charge. It's still a sword! It can still be used! It's barely a big spoiler, but come on, Nintendo. You gotta reveal it sooner or later. Breath of the Wild 2, Zelda dies. There you go. There's the title. It's good to me. Oh, thank you. Watch Breath of the Wild 2 be called The Broken Sword or something. Honestly, I'll laugh. Either plot is going to kill off the Master Sword or you're supposed to repair it in time. We will see. My money is on repair. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what was happening in that cutscene. You got this ball. Just because it can't shoot lasers doesn't mean it can't stab a dude. Yep. Not really. Link fought Guardians, and I guess at some point in the battle, one of them broke it or something. I don't know. Breath of the Wild 2 breaking the cycle. I mean, that would be an interesting idea. I'm not sure how much I would have liked that. Like, we would only get one Zelda game left after all this, but I doubt that's going to happen, because that would end the franchise, and a popular franchise will not die. Only unpopular franchises die. This is the rule of capitalism. Anyway. Excuse me. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna be it for the stream for today. Been going for 2 hours, wow. I like what we've done so far, or what I've done so far, and you watched, but, I like it. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it by the start of May. Bongan, you keep showing up at the end of everything. Well, somebody always shows up near the end. But yeah, what do you think of Bongan? I've been working on this picture here. We'll see how it turns out before the end of May. I have to finish drawing it. I have to finish doing a second sketch that's a little cleaner. I have to finish line arting. I have to finish coloring. I gotta do all that before Sunday. I've not timed this well. Could be used after the formula, I guess. I mean, Zelda makes a lot of money. Breath of the Wild especially making far more money than any other. Yep. Break the current cycle, but a new one is created. So it's like The Last Jedi, but there's gonna be way more Jedi. Could break the cycle, then they just change it up more like different main characters and plots. I don't see that happening. Seeing as the Ocarina, the old selling is only 7.8 million units sold, while Breath of the Wild has sold well over 20 million. Yeah. And goodbye. Sorry, Bongan, but what do you think of the drawing so far, Bongan? Been working hard on it. Oh, don't say it's like Last Jedi. That'll make me hate it. I mean, I liked parts of Last Jedi. Mostly just the stuff that had to do with Kylo Ren, Rey, and Luke, but... and everything else was bad. I liked a few of the other stuff with those characters. I know they never get rid of Link. It's just fun to think about. Write your fan fiction, Ivy. Looks great, thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to do something well with it. Could be worse. It'd be Rise of Skywalker. Well, Breath of the Wild 2. Rise of Skywalker because he's in the sky and he rises up to get into it. You despise Kylo and Rey? I mean, I liked them in the first and second movie. The third was... Nah, but that's because the whole movie was that way. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining the stream. Also, you called me out yesterday about fanfiction, and now you're calling me out publicly? I mean, I would have said that even... I wasn't even thinking about that. I tell people to write their fanfiction all the time, Ivy. People do it all the time. I did not ship it. Nobody shipped Kylo and Rey. I don't know... Well, some people did, but they're weird. Anyway. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna... probably go eat. Probably come back to this later. But not in stream form. I don't know, I wear my fic with pride. Good for you, Adam. I don't know, what I'm gonna do Friday. I don't know, maybe I'll go back to Digimon, maybe I'll play something else, maybe I won't even play a game, maybe I'll draw some more. I don't know. But, I'll see you all again on Friday, hopefully. We will see what happens. Anyways, thanks for helping, helping me make my day a little better, and for watching me draw some stuff, which I'm very happy with how much I've gotten done. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Love you all. Bye-bye.